Hello, fight fans. Here we are, Seattle Mike MMA with Friends. Dana White Contender Series is back. We have a ton of MMA and UFC news, not just UFC, but news to catch up on just since the last time we talked, just a couple days ago. Let's see who is in here in the chat room first before I mention a lot of it so I don't have to repeat myself. We got 7 people up in here. What is going on? Snake Plissken. Going to be some great fights tonight. Can't wait. Agree, sir. What's up? How's family? What's up? What's up with you, Marinata? Hey, I'm doing good, man. Watching fights. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Jermaino? How does it? Hey, does it work? Does it works? Hopefully you can hear me. Just had a timer on before, so Snakes, what's up to everybody? Just got to my beach house in Rosarito, and my favorite channel notified me, and here I am. Oh, well, thank you so much, MMA or not. Have fun at that beach house. That is great. Greets from Germany. Watching my homie Dustin live here. I live here. Nice. Hey, thank you for the greetings from Germany. Thanks for watching from all the way over there. For those that are waiting for their ESPN Plus, mine showing your event is not started yet. Should have started 2 minutes ago. That's fine. Maybe I'll have to click on it again. There's a lot of MMA news. A little bit of a sad one for me. Tai Tuivasa revealed on social media today that he's been released from the UFC, so no more shoeys, at least for now. And we have some news. It looks like Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley. Now we're on here. It looks like Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley. Looks like that is a set thing. Looks like also Neil Magny and Robbie Lawler. I like that fight. Lavish living. Nice. When I say beach house, I mean a rain puddle out front of my sewer system. I think he's being humble. Yeah, Dustin is training at an MMA center near my hometown. That's awesome. Just kidding. It's a great place. Would wonder if you put Pyfer in first round down. Says that's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know. There is I've been doing some homework on the fighters out there. Shout out to MMA Twitter, anybody who is on there. You can put out a lot more stuff on there because on YouTube, once I do 3 things in a 24-hour period, like when I posted that you guys that the show was going to be on today, that I was going to be doing Contender Series, it shuts me off. It'll stop giving everybody notifications. I figured that out. So if you are on Twitter, I am over there. You can follow me or not follow me, but it's Seattle Mike at Fights W Friends, and quite a few people actually helped me out in my study today. I didn't know too much about the fighters on this card. Yeah, there's Joe Pyfer warming up right now, 7-1. And is he going to be the first guy? We might have better AAA titles. Yeah, we definitely could have some changes in the card, of course, every week right now because of, the unspeakable virus. There's always things that could be going on, could be happening. Joseph Pyfer, he is in the main event against Dustin Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus, a -275 favorite. I know you guys seen there's a couple middleweights tonight. There's some females fighting at 115. And then a featherweight and a welterweight. It'll start out with Anthony Adams versus Impa Kasanganay. They're a middleweight. Impa minus 215. Anthony Adams is a plus 160. I do have some notes on these guys, but make sure I'm keeping up with you guys in the chat. Personally, PS5 would be the top choice. Oh, Dustin is like an exploding rocket. I missed that. Quick question, PS5 or Xbox? Nice. Dustin is like an exploding rocket. Who gets starts first fast? Yes, he does. All the rest, best wishes. Thank you, Germano. Yeah, PS5. It doesn't look like EA UFC 4 is going to be a launch title on Xbox or PS5. At least that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. I don't know if they're going to stick to that. And you can see if you're watching on ESPN or ESPN Plus, the two middleweight bouts, the women's strawweight, a featherweight, and a bantamweight. We have some decent favorites as far as the odds, and then some much closer matches as well tonight. I'm picking at least one underdog going into tonight's fights. I'll go through that as the fights go on. Never knew it was my first Xbox since original. I missed that. Oh, I'm Xbox One right now. Might be a while before I upgrade. Yeah, I got the PS4 and an Xbox One. The PS5 thing, I stopped playing my Xbox so much just because the internet stopped working on it, or stopped working well. And then I got a really good deal on a PS4, and young David kind of wanted one for some of the games he wanted, so I play that more now. But yeah, the PS5, it's going to have, if I'm going to get it right away, it's going to have full backwards compatibility, because I play my PS4 games. And basically, I just play a few fighting games. I don't play real often. Young David does. He plays a lot of PC too. And a brand new Xbox One X for $299. UFC 2 still my jam. Nice. Stipe wins. Will he retire? I believe he said he would fight Nagano again. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I'm him, I know he's got the pension as a firefighter. He's ending his last year as a firefighter. He enjoy fighting anymore? To me, it kind of seems like he's at least nearing that end of his physical prime. It's got to be getting harder to get up for fights once you get successful and stuff, honestly, I would kind of like to see him retire as a fan. But, that's going to be up to him, of course. But he might. I kind of hope he does. He looks like he's in great shape. Incredible shape. And then Cormier, he's standing about 240. I'm trying to remember what he was for the last match. I think he was somewhere in the 240s for their second match. He might have been a little heavier. He seemed very heavy in their last match. Can't go wrong with Sony. Yeah, UFC 2 is still great, even though I got 3 and I'll be getting 4 here soon. What's up, Torin? Good to see you, Torin Brown. Good question. What's up, Snake? Stipe did it all without Dana's help. He's the man. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Dana did not promote him. That's for sure. I think maybe he, to be fair, I think maybe he took it a little too personal when the UFC was promoting Francis Ngannou, because that's what a lot of this really comes down to, is he was very upset that he felt the UFC was promoting Francis Ngannou and not promoting him. Coming into that fight, Francis Ngannou, he had great highlight reels, though. I mean, he had a great story, and by promoting Francis Ngannou, you were also promoting Stipe because he's getting those pay-per-view points, and that pay-per-view sold very well, and a lot of that had to do with Francis Ngannou. I mean, a lot of it's the opponent. It's like, yeah, it's like Stipe Miocic. A lot of people always pay to see him fight, but also who's he fighting? If he's fighting Francis Ngannou, you know, people are going to hit that buy button. If he's fighting DC, people want to hit that buy button. If he's fighting Junior Dos Santos a third time, maybe not so much. Stipe should retire is barely even appropriated by D. White. I hear you. Yo, what's up, Michael Pauly? Virtually identical in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Laughed so hard when Stipe denied Dana putting the... Oh, yeah, I guarantee you Dana did not like that. I would not have been surprised if Stipe didn't get that title shot, but he did. He did end up getting it. That was gangster. I mean, appreciate it. Not, oh, I hear ya. No, I figured, I wasn't judging you. I figured it was something like that. Yeah, let me turn on another light here just for, if the natural light goes down. Unlike ESPN, I actually enjoy natural light. But once the sun starts going down, I don't want it to get dark on me during the stream. Impa Kasanganay, I think it's how you say, undefeated, 6-0. He's a pretty big favorite coming into this. He trains with Scott Holtzman and Brian Barberena. That's a couple of, you know, tough hombres. Can't deny Stipe's personality, dude, is a legit badass. Oh, absolutely. I love him. Yeah, I think he's great. And it's so cool to, you know, to be, you know, a firefighter and the UFC champion. He didn't have to keep doing that. So, I mean, I think that's incredible. So, I don't know if you guys seen the notification maybe for this stream. I didn't schedule this stream because I wanted to test it. I didn't get very many people watching last week for Dana White Contender Series. So, I just kind of wanted to test it. I'm like, does it make any difference when you schedule the stream out? I don't know. You guys let me know if you like to see it scheduled. I don't know how it pops up for everybody. If it pops up as I'm already live or it's scheduled for live, if it's confusing, or if you just like to see right when I go live, the one notification. Anthony Adams, Colorado-based promotion, super middleweight and welterweight champion, appeared on Dana White Contender Series Season 2, Week 5. A lot of these guys are returning. Who has DC fought in heavyweight besides Stipe in the UFC? What's up, Chris Jackson? That's a good point. Derek Lewis. Isn't that the only other fighter? Now that I think about it, who else has he fought? Alexander Volkov. Alexander Volkov and Derek Lewis. Adams, 6 years older at 32, 2 inches taller at 6'1", and an inch and a half taller, or excuse me, an inch and a half reach advantage at 76.5. Referee will be Mark Smith, and they get down here. There's not a lot of introduction. Here we go. These gentlemen are going to get to know each other very quickly. Impa in the blue, Adams in the gray. Just 4 or 5. Oh, big right hand right out of the gate for Impa. Oh, and what happened there? Already a stop. Is it a mouthpiece? Oh, it was. It was the leg, the groin kick already. There we go. We're already at 1. Already killed the clock. We don't want to have to put up that nut shot meter again. All right, here we go. Josh Barnett. Well, I fought Josh Barnett in Strike Force. Nice little leg kick there from Impa. Oh, nice right hand there. Impa coming out fast. Nice little leg kick there from Adams. Adams looking to go up high. Big knee to the body there for Adams. Landing some hammer fists to the body. This is going to go quick, guys. 5 fights. And then Dana White making all of the decisions. Everything in less than 2 hours. I mean, there's not a whole lot of downtime in this show. Going to be in a smaller cage, which is going to be a problem for Stipe. Still hope Stipe wins, says MMA or not. Stipe said he's not so worried about the cage now. Oh, if you're looking to sync up, excuse him, at 350, 349, 348, 47, 46, 45. Oh, big right hand there from Kasanganay. And nice low leg kick there from Impa. You're ahead of me, virtually identical? Ah, of course. Everybody's always ahead of me. No. Yeah, Anthony Adams, 8-1. He's only got 1 knockout. He came in the plus 160 underdog tonight. Just the 1 knockout. It wasn't his last fight in the first round. He has 3 split decisions, 2 going his way. So 8-1 as a pro, 7-1 when it goes to decision. Impa 6-0, 2 submissions. I took Impa coming into this, by the way. I'll just say that right now. Nice low leg kick there from Adams. I'm still taking Impa. Nice right hand from Impa Kasanganay. A nice front kick to the body. Low leg kick from Adams. Halfway through the first round, 229, 28, 27, 26, 225. And a clinch up against the fence here. Adams pushing Impa into the fence. Oh, channel. It's on ESPN Plus. Torian Brown. Oh, nice front kick there from Adams and a good right hand over the top from Impa. Yeah, this is heating up quick. This is a good fight. Nice right hand there from Kasanganay. Adams doesn't have that power, though. Nice inside leg kick from Impa. Adams laying the body kick. He did get a knockout in his last fight, like I said. A couple of nice right hand there's from Adams. You know, maybe he found lightning in a bottle. Maybe he changed something, though. Oh, nice exchange. Good knee there from Adams. Really good jab there for Kasanganay. Oh, Adams. Adams got some great leg kicks and the body kicks there. Oh, nice left hook there, too. Great footwork right now from Adams. Oh, he's countering. Seems to be getting his timing down. Nice little body kick there. Jumping body kick and a low leg kick. Front kick to the face. That got through, I think, at least to the chest. Nice knee to the body there from Impa. His first fight is a banger. Josh Barnett is from Seattle area, I believe. He teaches here. I believe he is originally from here. Weight is fighting right now is middleweight. Torin. Just a couple seconds. All right, bring them wrestling shoes. If Impa hurts Adams and Adams shoots, he will be in trouble. I'm going for that KO, though. Yep, green Gator. Yeah, green Powerade, actually. It's what was on sale, but yeah. Yeah, I like the melon Powerade. I saw a little left hand and the right hook there from Kasanganay. It's a close first round, though. Both guys have had their moments. Oh, a couple of big left hooks there from Impa Kasanganay. Low leg kick for Adams, and I'm gonna give that one to Kasanganay 10-9 because I think they landed about the same amount of shots, but I think Kasanganay landed the harder strikes, and that to me, it's a fight. Significant strikes are important, and not all significant strikes are equal. I thought Kasanganay landed harder strikes. Dana White's just in the Ultimate Fighter Series and just let the Contender Series substitute it. Well, he hasn't technically brought back Ultimate Fighter, right? He keeps saying he's going to. But that could be just to feel out, how people react to that. If there's any excitement at all. Impa seems more hurt from that round, though. That body shot, that was good. I mean, that one could have went either way. That was a close round. Hopefully, we don't need the judges tonight. And when Dana White's looking to give up those contracts, of course he likes those finishes. He likes impressive finishes. 3 contracts out of 4 fights last week. The one that went to decision did not have any contracts. Nice leg kicks there from Kasanganay. Oh, 3 big leg kicks. And 4, maybe he's agreeing with Michael Pauly that Adams won that first round. He very well could have. 10-9 Impa, I agree. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, definitely close. Oh, beautiful combination there from Kasanganay. Nice little right uppercut from underneath and a good low leg kick. Nice right hand. Now that Kasanganay's starting to mix it up with more leg kicks and body shots, he can open up for that right hand. Lands a nice right hand there. Needed the body from Adams. Oh, nice low leg kick there from Kasanganay. Good right hands from Adams. Nice right hand there. Oh, spinning back fist attempt there from Kasanganay. Way out, though. I don't think Impa really has a whole lot of respect for Adams' power, to be honest. He's only got 1 finish in 9 fights. First round knockout in his last fight. But, like I said, that could have been when he changed something. Maybe he's going to become a knockout artist now. Oh, jab in the right hand there from Impa. Right hand from Adams. Adams doing a good job blocking most of this. Oh, nice combination there from Adams. Goes for the spin. Yep. Look good. Both look good stamina-wise. Weidman won, bro. 2020 is back. What's up, Archangel? Hey, we did need something to get back to normal, right? Chris Weidman in the win circle. That is normal. I'll go with it. So jab to the body there from Impa. Adams answers. Oh, good exchange. And nice knee from Adams. Impa lands the straight right and the left hook. Big overhand right there from Kasanganay. Kasanganay, I mean, he's got that mohawk. He looks like an action figure. I mean, he looks like a very marketable guy. I mean, Dana White's got to be thinking that. Nice little right hook there from Kasanganay. Adams, too, very good shape. Got the little necklace tattoo. Oh, that was a punch. I believe that was a punch. Adams trying to say he got an eye poke, but I thought it was the knuckle. It's hard to say. Oh, wow. Nice combination there from Adams. Great exchanges here. Oh, nice body kick there from Kasanganay. And they're saying they can see the replay. They've seen that it was a knuckle. I'm sure a knuckle feels just like a finger sometimes, so I'm sure it can. And I don't know why Adams was putting his hands behind his back there. So he got hit. And Kasanganay gets the takedown. He wants to make sure, if he hasn't had this finish yet, he wants to make sure that he is winning the rounds. And like we said, that first round, very close. It could be split. Could be one judge has it one way and the other 2 have it the other. Adams doing the moss. There's that takedown. Yep. Got caught for that foolery. Adam's in trouble. To that, Kyle. All right, 11 people in. If you haven't already, I know you guys are great at it, but if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button for me. Help me get back up in that rankings. After a little bit of time and some stuff from COVID, I've had a real hard time bringing the viewership back. I went from averaging about 50,000 views a month to right now, for the last revolving month, I'm sitting at just over 11,000. Nice knee to the body there from Impa. A couple nice ones. And it would be at about 21, 22, except a pay-per-view just came off. I think it was 2017. This is season 4. They'll give a share too. Thank you, Virtual Identical. Yeah. Anytime you guys can share it on. And thank you, Michael Pauly. I'm glad you're in here. Michael Pauly has really helped me out a lot on Twitter. Want to give him a shout out. He encouraged me to really push the Twitter, and always shares me, always comments, always likes and everything. And he is really and he showed me the thing about the follow train. I just went over almost 2,200 followers on Twitter. I wouldn't have hardly any if it wasn't for Michael Pauly. So thank you. Colby will beat Woodley easily. Yeah, I'm afraid so too. I really would like to see Woodley get that one, but I just don't see it. Big ups, man. Thanks. Hey. Thank you, Michael. And follow Michael Pauly over there on Twitter. The same Virtual Identical, right? Over there on Twitter as well. All right. And they're thinking this could be tied going into the third round. Kasanganay seemed to have the second one for first, or for sure. Nice combination from Adams to start the third round. Oh, and Impa going for the front kick to the face, but Adams ducks underneath. Impa going for the guillotine. Fast action here to start the third round. Both guys coming out like they want this. Oh, there's the knees there from Impa. I'm just watching these guys clenching. I'm like, I'm just waiting for that first knee to come. Nice little knees to the inside of the thigh there from Kasanganay. And you see the total strikes almost even, 31-30 in favor of Adams in the first round. Pretty dominant for Impa in the second round, though. And Impa's got the back here in the third. Nice little knees. Colby retires Woodley. Yeah, but I believe the last Ultimate Fighter series when TJ Dillashaw and Cody G was coaches, 2017. That sounds about right. All right, there's the Twitter link for Virtual Identical. Give that man a follow. And, Empress got Adams in a horrible position here. Nice ground and pound here. I mean, he doesn't have total hooks in, but this is a bad situation for Adams. And a lot of time for Impa to punish him. Nice hammer fist. Oh, big ground and pound here for Impa. Adams does not like these. He's got to defend himself. Bam. Bam. Oh, he is just teeing off. Impa Kasanganay. If you don't get that finish in the Dana White Contender Series, it's going to make it much harder to get that contract. Nice big shots here from Kasanganay. And like they said, Season 2, Kasanganay was already in the Dana White Contender Series, and he left without a contract. Putting any money on the Stipe fight? I am not, Chris Jackson. We still don't have the betting thing figured out here in Washington. Nice shots. I would put down some friendly bouts with some friends, you know, 15, 20 here and there. But, oh, this is big shots here from Impa. He could stop this with that ground and pound if he keeps bringing it. Snake. So I'm still alive. I love it, man. Adam toughness, though. All right, 15. Oh, big knees to the body here from Kasanganay. Yeah, I agree. They're probably not going to stop with knees to the body. Adam's going to be probably, you know, urinating red tomorrow. He's going to be popping blood in the bathroom from those knees to the body, but probably not going to finish. And Adams gets up temporarily. And Kasanganay standing, pushing Adams up against the fence. And now the cardio is starting to come in. These guys are definitely both tired now. Oh, there's the elbow, right hand for Kasanganay. And the commentators there called it. He's like, hey, you gonna throw that elbow? Yep, good one for Felder. Uh-oh. And that's 2 already on the groin shots. Ouch. Man, you gotta hope that's not a point, too. Wow. A point would be hard to see on that angle. From there, it looks like it's maybe on the hip. I'm not sure how egregious that is. Oh, he says, I'm going to start you neutral. Okay. So no point taken away from Kasanganay. Even though it's the second. And Adams, he is sucking wind. He's going to take a little bit of time here. Yeah, when you got up to 5 minutes. Felder on a groin count bench. Yep, not shot counter. Facts. All right, if we get up to 6, which hopefully doesn't happen, I will put up the nut shot counter. When you go over 5, that's when it comes out. Let's see it. Oh, yeah, you got it. Knees to the groin aren't fun. And remember, guys, we're just 4 days away from DC versus Stipe 3. And we're just 4 days away, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 4 days away from the giveaway for EA UFC 4. So cannot wait for that one to come out. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then eventually we were talking, we'll get an MMA with friends, fights with friends, UFC video game tournament going on. Adam needs to get up and bang. Yep, my bad, Mike. Last Ultimate Fighter season, November 2008. Oh, you're right. I kind of forgot about Whitaker and Gastelum for a minute. Imagine giving birth randomly halfway through the fight, then getting 5 minutes. Damn, was a square shot. What year did I make this channel? It was 2017. So just over 3 years. What's up, Mo Shams? Doing good, man. Just watching some fights with the boys. You know, nice summer night. Bro, seems like every night, and I'm here. Yes, you are. What's up? Got Pop 47 versus the world. Good to see you, sir. And a good start here to the first fight here, Dana White Contender Series. Middleweights. And she said, keep it clean. Both guys watch the groin. And here we go. We got about 52 seconds left. What you gonna do? Who wants it more? Who wants the contract? Who wants to be a fighter? Nice jab and a right hook and a left hand there from Kasanganay. Goes to the flying knee. Do you want it? Right uppercut there from Kasanganay. Oh, going for the takedown. Don't pull up Brendan Luffneen and go for the takedown and not get a contract, 20 seconds. Oh, he might get the choke here. 20, 19, 18, 17. Not under the chin. You're looking to sync up 12, 11, 10. Oh, nice shots here. Kasanganay, landing a lot of leather here. But, man, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a contract. Gonna smoke a joint while they take a break. Nice. Chris Jackson says it's a celebration when you fight me. You ring the wife, bring the wife, baby. We done it. Connor made us rich. Break out the red panties. Who is your favorite quotable fighter? Thank you for the donation, Chris Jackson. That is a good quote. That quote is hard to beat, sir. Hard to beat. All right, thank you for the super chat, Chris Jackson. Appreciate that, sir. And favorite quotable fighter? I mean, Connor is so quotable. Whether you love him or hate him, he's pretty damn quotable. All right. Good fight, though, out of the gate. I want to try some Mike's famous barbecue ribs. Should watch his vid about how to make them. Thank you, Snake. Cousin is woman has an MMA channel with 11,000 subscribers. Had her channel since 2012. That's awesome. All three 29, 27. Impa Kasanganay. But is it enough to get that ink? 10-8 from round 2, I'm assuming. Man, no contract there. You got Yochik win, right? Yeah, Stipe is my favorite fighter, so yeah. Chris, thanks for the donation. What's up, Mike and friends? What's up, Jones? Good to see you, sir. Quote will stick like overcooked spaghetti noodles. No problem, man. Enjoy hanging out with you guys. Thank you. Much I hate Connor. He's very entertaining, and I wish he would come back. All right, and yeah, 64-3. Yeah, maybe that was the 10-8 round. Total strike 64-3 for Impa. Wow. Abracadabra, DC gonna reach out and grab you. I love his snake. I love it. I gotta pin that. That is great, sir. I'd start playing Abracadabra at the beginning of Saturday's stream if it wouldn't get me demonetized. And I got to tell you, if we go over to Spotify, I'm not leaving YouTube, don't worry. But if I do Spotify as well, because they're getting video now, I wonder if it's going to be easier to use music because of their music services. That would be awesome if we just paid you know, like a small royalty, whatever it is that, you know, Spotify and the artists are getting for that play. You know, it's very inconsequential. They get on Spotify, they get a penny for every time their song is played 12 times. If I accidentally play 7 seconds of one of their songs, they get half my money. So I pay much better than Spotify. Please do that. Yeah, I'm going over to Spotify. I definitely am working on getting up over there. I guess John Jones is retired for now too. Is that official? Did they actually take has he actually officially relinquished the belt? I know he was saying he was going to relinquish the belt. That's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, as many crappy things as John Jones has done outside of MMA over the year, inside the cage, undefeated, beaten all the best guys, you know, didn't really complain a whole lot, I don't think, until now. Of course, he shouldn't have been because the UFC bailed him out of quite a few things. But, I mean, arguably the most successful champ and fighter the UFC's ever seen. He's right there. You know, there's GSP and Khabib, Demetrius Johnson and John Jones. I mean, you could almost interchange those guys. But, you know, he wants more money. And I'm for guys getting paid. Yeah, pass on that. Thank you, Snake. Ain't heard yet. He was so young. He was the Mike Tyson of MMA. Yeah, he started young, even though he's 33 now. I believe he's only 33. He's got a lot of miles on him. And he's made some good money. If he made some good investments, he definitely made some good money. I mean, he admitted that he's making about $5 million a fight right now. But, you know, he wants that Conor money. He's not going to get the Conor money. You know, maybe he gets... I would have given him $10 million to fight Francis. Give them both $10 million. That's such a big fight. That's such a big fight. And you got to think about a return on investment for the UFC, even if, you know, you don't have the fans now. I mean, that's one of those fights that's like, for one thing, you own it in the DVR. I think it makes the UFC more popular if it comes out, you know, as exciting as it should. And, I mean, who doesn't want to see that fight? TJ Laramie, 11-3 on a 3-fight win streak, warming up in the back, and he is the hottest prospect out of Canada.
Can Noah be out front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
The noise would mess with
Oh, I'll just close the window if I have to. Okay. Daniel Swain, former cage sport champion. He's been around for a while. I got some notes on these guys. This next fight, though, Swain is a killer, y'all. Like I said, TJ Laramie, widely considered the top fighter in Canada, top prospect, and definitely the top prospect in Canada, not yet signed by a major promotion. He is hittable at times. His wrestling is incredible, so he's going to have, you know, kind of the same strength as his opponent, but he's got hands. He's got hands too. His opponent, Daniel Swain, he's out of the Spokane area here in Washington. Around the same area, of course, Michael Chiesa out of Spokane. There's been a few other guys come out of there that weren't quite as popular, but made it to the UFC. And so I'm looking for my There it is. Looking for changing that. Laramie and Swain. Laramie, he's got a shot. I mean, he has got a shot. And I mean, as far as punching. Yeah, these guys, they're both towards that top level. Daniel Swain, 20-9 over the year. Got a win over Sam Cecilia, which was years back, but a UFC veteran nonetheless. So TJ Laramie, he has been susceptible to leg kicks. Both these guys have been very susceptible to leg kicks. Jiu-jitsu, ground and pound, pretty good there for TJ Laramie. Swain's jiu-jitsu a little better. You cannot sleep on Laramie as a striker, though. Daniel Swain, like I said, he's from the Spokane area in Washington. He's 20-9 in 29 fights. He's been on a bit of a skid, though. I'm a little surprised that he's coming on right now because he's 3-3 in his last 6 fights, and he lost all 3 of those by knockouts. And I talked about these guys being susceptible to leg kicks. Swain tapped to leg kicks in one of those fights. So I got TJ Laramie by knockout, first or second round. I think Daniel Swain has probably had some better days behind him. Laramie doesn't want to get hit by Swain, though. All right, I'm going to close the window. We hired my daughter's boyfriend. He's out there doing some yard work while I'm doing this. So weed eater sound coming in. But it was like 22 beating up legends. Laramie doesn't want to get hit by Swain. Nope, sounds brutal. It's my favorite fight of this show tonight. It should be a good one, man. PBR Street Gang with the donation. PBR Street Gang always coming through with the donations. Like clockwork every stream. Thank you, sir. Donations tonight from Chris Jackson and PBR Street Gang. Thanks again, guys. And here you're going through the life stories of these guys, and they do it very, very quickly. So got you on PIP mode. Tonight is perfect. Nice, Archangel. Well, thank you. MMA or Nada, shouting out a thanks to PBR too. You guys are great. TJ Laramie, a pretty good favorite on the cards tonight. I'll run through some of these odds here real quick while we have a break. TJ Laramie, actually the biggest favorite tonight. Like I said, Swain's maybe had some of his better days behind him. TJ Laramie, a minus 400 favorite. Swain, a plus 271. Next fight after this is the 115-pound women's fight. That is the closest fight on the odds tonight. Vanessa Demopolis versus Cory McKenna. Vanessa minus 177, Cory 131. And Daniel Swain out of Newport, Washington. That is, like I said earlier, right in the Spokane area, making his way down to the cage. And Michael Chiesa is there with him. Well, not there with him. They have him talking on video. And there you go. Shout out from Michael Chiesa. Says, this guy belongs in the UFC. Right-click mic twice and click on the picture-in-picture mode. Oh, thanks, Archangel. I didn't even know that. Daniel Swain, 14 first-round finishes. He's finished 17 of 20 wins, 5 by knockout, 12 submissions, finished his last 9 fights. Hasn't gone to a decision since 2014. And like I said, he, either he finishes or gets finished. His last 3 fights, it's been like all finishes, but he was also finished 3 times in his last 6. Can they take the channel through community guidelines strike even if you're not monetized? Depending on what it is, yeah. TJ Laramie, Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Minus 400 favorite. I mean, like I said, he's a legend in Canada. They've been wondering why he is not in the UFC for quite some time. And TJ Laramie, he's on a 3-fight win streak. Got 6 of those wins by knockout. And he's a former IKF World Kickboxing Champion. Both these guys very, very good. In a way, it's too bad that they have to fight against each other. As good as David Swain is, for TJ Laramie to be that big of a favorite, that tells you how highly respected TJ Laramie is. All right, and let's break it down. Daniel Swain, 29 years old, 7 years older. Swain 3 inches taller, and he'll have a 4-inch reach advantage at 70 inches. How much is that going to make a difference in this small cage? Guys like Kevin Holland recently showed you definitely can use the reach in this smaller cage and a touch of gloves. And I have some thoughts. Remind me later, somebody was talking about the smaller cage for DC versus Stipe. I have some thoughts on that. Oh, nice body kick there from Swain. Laramie tries to hook him up. Good body kick from Swain again. And like we said, Swain definitely a first starter. 14 first-round finishes. And Laramie clinching. Oh, big knee there from Swain. And I got to imagine Swain's not real happy about being so disrespected with those odds. Back to the center of the cage. Nice low leg kick there from Laramie. And a front kick to the body. Oh, Swain's got some big leg kicks there. And I said, Laramie, oh, wow, Swain about took his head off there. Laramie ducks under and gets the takedown, though. He's got to watch out, though. Swain is a master jiu-jitsu artist on the ground. Laramie's definitely got the grappling background, but Swain's just, that's more of his wheelhouse. And Laramie, nice little elbow there. Laramie has some great ground and pound. Oh, no. Swain throwing up an armbar. Laramie's got to be very careful here. Switching over. If he sits down, yeah, Laramie's going to get out of there. Nice right hand there. Almost puts himself back in there. He might have. That was a big mistake to throw that punch. Laramie could not risk, or he could not keep himself from throwing that one more punch and dug himself deeper into that armbar. And Swain pushing it the other direction. Oh, and there, nice transition. And Laramie is out. He almost lost. Laramie almost lost by, having to throw that extra punch. Not smart right there. And now Laramie on top there. Wow, this fight is not disappointing. No, it is not. Nice left hand from the ground and pound there from Laramie. Yeah, Michael, I can't believe that Swain was as big a undercards on the Vegas odds as he was. If we could bet here in Washington, I'd have thought about that action. And nice exchanges here on the ground. Swain landing from his back. Nice little short elbow there from Laramie. And shots to the body here. You got a lot of time left. Oh, wow. Good combination in the ground and pound here from Laramie. Laramie's got a lot of time to add up points to go for a finish. Now, those are some big body shots. Don't underestimate those shots to the rib on the ground, especially when those guys have so much leverage while they're almost standing up and they're raining down. Peter Yan might be the best in the UFC right now at getting that leverage on the ground and pound. Big elbow from TJ, though. Yep. Nice right hand there from Laramie. And TJ just working, landing good shots here in the ground and pound. A couple more big right hands. Minute left. And this is not one of those boring in the open guard fights. Laramie landing big shots the whole way. And, Swain is fine being on his back because he has got some great jiu-jitsu. Oh, Laramie lands some big shots, short elbows, and right hands. I got to go back to that extra shot that Laramie took, though, that extra punch where he almost got submitted by that armbar. Laramie's had that issue sometimes in his career. Instead of fighting the smart fight, he'll get in wars. Nice shots, which is great for the fans. Big hammer fist here from Laramie, though. Very dominating last 2 minutes for Laramie. Big body shots and hammer fist, short elbows. Great ending of the round and great round for TJ Laramie. Swain in survival mode. Swain tired, though. 57 strikes landed in the first round for TJ Laramie. Wow. Oh, and TJ Laramie just said, I can't move. I can't do something. He's got something going on in his corner. He just dropped the F-bomb. He says, I can't do anything. TJ Laramie saying, I can't do anything. I got no power. So I don't know what it is. He's obviously injured himself. And he just told him, it's your call. Oh my goodness. I think TJ Laramie, and he just told the doctor, every time I move, I feel it pull. I believe he's popped a rib out. And he just told the doctor he can't breathe. The doctor's going to stop this fight. There it is. Wow. And Daniel Swain, maybe not the way that he wanted to get into the UFC. Or excuse me, TJ Laramie. I meant Daniel Swain not able to continue. Excuse me. Man, that stinks. Calling it. Swain ready to quit. Yep. Yeah, he was tired. And when you pop a rib out of the cartilage, I will tell you, that is the most painful thing definitely one of the most painful things I've ever felt in my life. I had a rib pop out when I was in a judo match, and I was bridging up. I'm very familiar with this injury because I was nursing it for about 3 months. So what happened with me is I was on the bottom, and Laramie was on the top for a lot of it. Maybe it was one of those punches in the ground and pound, but I was on the bottom pushing up, trying to bridge, and there was not enough competitors, so I went up a weight class. Let's see if we can find it on the replay when it happened. It might have been that kick to the ribs. or when he fell there, when he twisted. It could have been a lot of, yeah, it could have been a lot of things. But I'll tell you, I was in a judo match and there was no thought. There was no thought or whatever. Just all of a sudden, I didn't even know what happened. Just all of a sudden, I was on the ground and I knew I couldn't breathe. And I just kind of put my hand up and I go, I can't breathe. And the referee stopped the fight, stopped the contest. And I knew, yeah, I had a rib popped out. So painful. And like I said, I was nursing that thing for months. People make it like Connor hasn't done crappy stuff. Who's saying Connor hasn't done crappy stuff? He's the king of doing crappy stuff. Him and John Jones. And TJ Laramie was probably the way it was starting to go anyways. Not the way he wanted it though. Doctor stoppage in between rounds. Hopefully Dana gives him the contract anyways, because I think this guy belongs in the UFC. And I think Daniel Swain right there too. And after taking so long to get that opportunity, I feel really bad for Daniel Swain, things going that way. But, and like I said, that's something Laramie's got to really be careful of. I mean, I know I keep saying it, but that extra shot he chose, instead of to escape the armbar, he chose to throw one more ground and pound and was very, very close to getting submitted. Really his only mistake of the fight. Shout out Laramie, putting on for the city. What's up, 2-3 Clash? Obviously representing, and they're in Canada. 7 wins by knockout now, moves to 12-3. TJ Laramie. Oh wow. And this would have been his late mother's birthday today. So wow, that's why TJ Laramie, I can imagine, this is emotional anyways. And then it's the anniversary of his mother's death. I mean, this has got to be such mixed feelings and of joy and frustration that she wasn't here to see this. But happy for TJ Laramie right now. I think he's going to end up getting a contract. Windsor on top. This is 2-3 Clash. We need some more tough Canadians. George St. Pierre was maybe the best to ever do it, but and then Roy McDonald's over there in PFL. Yeah, we need some more. There's a lot of good grapplers and fighters over there in Canada. Need to send those guys down. TJ's little brother's a really good fighter too. His name's Tony Laramie. Look him up. I seen him fight actually on the same card because I was watching some fights from TJ Laramie today. I can't remember what the promotion was, what fight it was. It was one TJ Laramie won by knockout in the second round. And Tony fought earlier on the card. But yeah, I did know he fought as well. Gonna get the female fighters in here first, but like I said, shout out, congratulations to TJ Laramie and the city of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. I'm sure you guys are very, very proud of this young man. Vanessa Demopolis and Cory McKenna up next. And there he is. I said TJ Laramie. It's not official yet. Dana White's still got to make the choices after the show. But I got to say, I'm pretty sure this dude's going to end up being in the UFC. Do this for every card. I'll be there. All right, 2-3 Clash. I will. 8 more weeks after today. And then Saturday, Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. I'm here for every major boxing and mixed martial arts card. Vanessa Demopoulos, she's the LFA champion, 5-1, and you have one fighter that's fought all of her fights but one in LFA. Cory McKenna on the other side of the water, but 4-1 with back-to-back wins. She has all of her experience in Cage Warriors, an equally reputable promotion, and that's why the odds are so close for this one. Recommend more fighters to leave the UFC because let's be honest, Dana White doesn't give a damn. You know, if you're an average Joe and likes guys who can bring him a lot of money. I can see why a lot of fighters definitely feel that way. And Uriah Faber here with Cory McKenna. Wow. Hall of Famer Uriah Faber. Yep, level. Who? Corey Anderson? Pump for Corey too. Cory McKenna. Corey Anderson's, over there in Bellator. Yep. And for those that didn't hear it earlier, it kind of sucks. Tai Tuivasa, released from the UFC. He announced that way of social media. It sounds like they were in contract negotiations and couldn't come to a correct number. So I hope he gets paid. Hopefully he's over there in Bellator so we can watch a lot of him. I'm sure he'll be a great competitor if he ends up over at Bellator. What's up, yo? Comedic Genius in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Good to have the veterans in here. Finally for Dana White Contender Series. Like I said, I'm glad Corey Anderson left the UFC because UFC treated him so unfairly. I agree. John knocked the levels out of Corey. So he went to a lower level. Well, he did get caught. He got a little cocky, I think, in that fight. Kind of like Johnny Walker was, overconfidence against him. I'm not so sure Jan Blachowicz is a higher level fighter. But you can't argue with the results. Corey, I think went in with his chin a little high. All right, I'm going to take a quick restroom break because I drink a lot of liquid during these things. I'll be right back because, they'll be quick once these ladies get inside of the octagon. Hey, Rebecca. Would that be there as close to 4 as we can tomorrow? If all of you to bring a load in at 4 a.m. Okay. You saying perfect because you're going to get some sleep? Okay. All right, guys, right back showing, I said some highlights of Cory McKenna there from Cage Warriors. And we have not had any trivia tonight, though. If I fought in MMA, I would not fight for the UFC. Oh, hope he smashes Bader, though. Spiritually. Jan just got canned hams, and you can't get hit by those. No, for sure. Mike Perry GOAT. That's definitely a comedic genius quote. Sure, I mean, except for Artem, obviously. When you're right, you're right. I love it, comedic. And these two women, like I said earlier, the closest odds on this. Vanessa Demopoulos, minus 175. Cory McKenna, plus 130. That's pretty close on the odds. Vanessa Demopoulos, the LFA champion. Of course, Legacy Fighting Alliance, a lot of, if I want to say like half or more of the fighters to come off of Dana White Contender Series that got a contract came out of LFA. And then Cage Warriors, just another phenomenal promotion from the other side of the world. Brought us Conor McGregor, brought us a lot of other fighters. And, I mean, when you talk about Conor McGregor, I don't know how many people know this, and I know he gets a lot of hate, and I know a lot of it from me at times, because, you know, the guy's not exactly underrated, even though he's, you know, done some great things in the sport. He was a two-weight champion in Cage Warriors before he came to the UFC and became a two-weight champion. Heard Ally Quinta is looking for his release in the UFC. Well, you know, Bellator is going full steam again. There's a lot of fighters in the UFC, and Bellator, you know, they're already benefiting from this. You've seen on the last card, you know, Curtis Millender was over there, although he lost his UFC debut. Miles Jury, of course, Matt Meacham was on that card, and Benson Henderson. So half of that card was UFC guys. Cory McKenna, back-to-back wins, finished 3 of her 4 wins, 2 by knockout. Former BC MMA flyweight and strawweight amateur champion. One of the few, you know, that did it right, went through the amateurs. Well, I mean, not to criticize anybody else, still a young sport. But mad respect for those that went to the amateurs first and then the pros as well. And here she comes, Cory McKenna, or excuse me, Vanessa Demopoulos out of Cleveland, Ohio. Very, very confident. Cocky, may I say. She is an exotic dancer, but came in at an 18, a little bit different kind of dancing than, you know, say Vasily Lomachenko did to get better at fighting, but dancing is always great for fighting. You see the guys and women that were dancers, and they always have incredible footwork. Vanessa, LFA strawweight champion, won the title July 17th of this year. She's on a 4-fight win streak. 2-time Pan-American Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion. She is a stud. Third GOAT spot, CM Punk. Think Vanessa going to take Cory into deep waters. Yeah, she is, like I said, she is a very confident woman. And tail of the tape, Vanessa Demopoulos, 10 years older at 31. McKenna, an inch taller at 5'3". Demopoulos will have the 1-inch reach advantage, though, 59.5 inches. So McKenna, win or lose tonight, 23 years old, all the potential in the world. Here we go. Oh, wow, and a nice kick in the right hand right out of the gate there from Demopoulos. She's looking to start quickly. Nice right hand there from McKenna, counter. Wow! Big shots for Demopolis. She's coming out to murder. And this girl is not messing around right now. Oh, and a body kick there. McKenna pushes her on her side, though. So odds closed. Oh, nice right hand there for Demopolis. Sounds like a little bit of money came in against McKenna. Nice left hand there from Demopolis, and nice combination from McKenna. Oh, left hand from McKenna. Demopolis is down. Wow, maybe Demopolis a bit off balance. McKenna on top here. And, you know, we'll see what happens here. McKenna, very, very talented, but Demopolis, she's got a lot of experience. And Demopolis pulling that head in. Very, very patient here. Like I said, Demopolis, a two-time Brazilian Pan Am champion. I can't see McKenna being better than that. And Vanessa may be taking her into deep waters to drown her. They're virtually identical. And yeah, there's no submission here. But look at Demopolis off her back looking for the high rubber guard here. Oh, nice elbow from her back there from Demopolis. So created that space. And the way she put her head and the way she angled McKenna, much like Nico Price did on his only knockout by hammer fist, is she put McKenna in a very rare position where she was the one on her back was the only one in a position to land significant strikes and to go for the submissions. Nice left hand there for McKenna. And you can hear the heavy breathing. Oh, nice elbow from the top there from McKenna, though. And now McKenna in the dominant position, taking her time. Seems like a lot of fighters have problems with Dana. Chuck, Tito, Jones. Now Connor is cash cow out of everyone. That was a big elbow. So identical. And another good elbow there from McKenna. McKenna's got to be really careful, like I said, of the jiu-jitsu of Demopolis. And Demopolis throwing up that high rubber guard again. I mean, you win 2 Pan Am Brazilian championships. You know, there's a little bit of striking right now, but where she's at right now, basically she's in a jiu-jitsu tournament. Wow. I mean, Demopolis is starting to breathe very hard, though. McKenna could end up with a... wow, there's a few things she could do here with her calf up high there. Yeah, the omoplata. And there's another one there. You could... a rare move is kind of, I would call it a reverse neck crank, where instead of cranking the neck one direction, you just crank it the other. So exactly like it sounds. A reverse neck crank. It is a legitimate... it was a legitimate move. I don't know if anybody's ever pulled it off in the UFC. Demopolis so hard to take out. Who you got next fight? What's up, Ray Blanket? I got Adrian Yanez, big man. Adrian Yanez versus Brady Huang. I think Adrian Yanez is an absolute stud. What about you, Ray? Oh, nice elbow from the bottom there from Demopolis. Even though McKenna's been on top, you know, Demopolis has largely, largely isolated her offense. Oh, a couple of nice shots in the top there from McKenna. I think this is still a close first round here. McKenna looking to go crazy with the ground and pound here. Oh, nice shots there from McKenna. What do the judges like more? Do they like the shots, the ground and pound from McKenna? Do they like the submission attempts from Demopolis? I imagine maybe a split in there. A couple of big elbows from Demopolis from the bottom. McKenna in with some big ground and pound. And on my scorecard, McKenna made the difference in that round in the last 20 seconds with that ground and pound. Listen to the coach. Awesome coaching. All right. Nice, Ray Blanket. Yeah, I think Adrian Yanez is going to end up in the UFC and be an absolute stud. You know, judges, 10-9 McKenna. Yeah, I got a 10-9 McKenna, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the judges score it. Hopefully we don't have to worry about those judges tonight. And for those, I know we talked about this before, about the pay of these guys. I did do some research on that. I said, I don't know if these guys are getting paid or not. And I said, I really shouldn't say that. I should know. So I looked into it. Everyone on Dana White Contender Series gets a minimum of $5,000, and the winner gets a minimum of $10,000. Nice right hand there from Demopolis. As well as UFC reserves the right, as always, to give undisclosed bonuses. Nice right hand from McKenna. Great leg kick from Demopolis. These girls are so evenly matched. Beautiful combination from Demopolis. And the odds makers nailed this one. This is, oh, wow. Low leg kick from Demopolis. McKenna with the 1-2 over the top. Good boxing here from Demopolis. I like how she just throws straight shots right down the middle. And wow, and Demopolis, that's the third time she's kind of fallen off balance. Demo needs to figure this out. Yep. Yeah, she probably lost the first round. And there is McKenna, gets the takedown. And what about Cory McKenna? Say she comes up with an impressive performance, enough to get a contract. 21 years old. I mean, wow. I know another lady like that. I remember another lady that was real young that came in from one of these things. Trying to drag her to the ground. Yep. And she's got the bottom now, does Demopolis. But, Demopolis transitions to guard there. Oh, and Demopolis is just looking for that choke. High rubber guard again here for Demopolis. I mean, she could end up in one of these, combinations where you have the option. You can go for the triangle choke, or you can go for the arm bar. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll start to push the triangle choke, and then you don't get the triangle choke from this position. You go for the straight arm bar, and if they turn, you have a third option to turn around and go for that belly down arm bar. So there's kind of a tri-level, submission chance if you get the right position, which she does not yet. She's definitely squeezing. You can see the fury in Demopolis's face here. Well, she might have a triangle choke here. It's hard to tell from the angle. No, there's some space in there. Wow, and here it is. Now she's going for it. If she doesn't get the triangle, watch the arm. Watch the arm. If she can't get the triangle choke, she's going to go for the arm. If she can't get the straight arm bar, she's going to go for the belly down. Watch this. There's the triangle choke. McKenna trying to transition out here. Oh, she's almost out. She does have the arm here too, though. Oh, wow, and she's looking at... Wow. Oh, and McKenna's out, and McKenna ends up getting the back. What a transition from McKenna, and lands a big left hand. You can shut my door, Rebecca. I meant to shut it. Thanks. And McKenna with a nice knee to the body there, gets the back and has hooks in. Still some time here, but wow, this has been kind of a strange round to call. Now McKenna. McKenna looking to get the back, go for a choke. There's a few things she'd go. She could grab that leg. Oh, she could have. She could have used that leg and went for a calf slicer there. Wow, very uncomfortable position for Demopolis, but she's almost out. It's better for Emo because she got her head on the right side. Yeah, incredible transitions. I agree with you, Michael Pauly. You know, we see, I love it when you have fights where they go back and forth, the striking. I mean, everybody loves that, the stand-up wars, but those fights where you get on the ground and you just have transition after transition after attempt after escape. I mean, those are some of my favorite fights to watch. I would say maybe I enjoy them even more than a stand-up battle because they're more rare. And how do you score that round, Michael Pauly? I think it's probably McKenna 2-0. Kind of reminds me of March Madness because they don't tend to lay and pray. No, they do not. I like that comparison too, Michael Pauly. I hope they do something with college basketball to get them back again too. That made me sad to miss March Madness this year. Here we go, round 3. And these girls waste no time. Demopolis coming out with the combination out of the gate. Lands a left hand. And I think Demopolis has an idea that she's behind here. Nice right hand there from McKenna. Whoa! Demopolis going for a cartwheel in the center of the cage. Not really. That was just kind of strange. Nice little jab there from Demopolis. Jab lands from McKenna. Oh, McKenna with the head kick right to the temple and the right hand. Wow, and the front kick to the face. Another good right hand here from McKenna. Got a 2018 Cory going into the third. Had to fight. Yeah, that's how I have another face kick for McKenna. 21 years old. I mean, let me repeat that a couple more times. What were you doing when you were 21 years old? Cory McKenna might be 3.5 minutes away from signing a contract with the biggest mixed martial arts organization on the planet. Nice right hand there from Demopolis. Oh, good counter straight right there from McKenna. If there was a fight of the night, this is definitely it, Michael Pauly. Nice double jab there from McKenna. Oh, and McKenna sprawls and ends up on top in side control. There's a lot of time in this position. Demopolis looking to sweep here. She's got one leg under. Yeah, will she go for the sweep? Will she just try to pull guard? And McKenna is, yeah, just throwing down the ground and pound. Short elbows. Oh, a couple of left hooks there from McKenna, too. Calls herself the Hobbit. I think she needs to change her nickname if she goes into the UFC, though. She's trying to stay out of jail and doing way too much coke. Yeah, give these girls some undisclosed bonuses, right? Oh, a couple more big shots here from McKenna. Wow, this is big ground and pound. Great leverage here. And McKenna, she is pushing us. She does not want this to go the distance. And she doesn't want to wait. She wants to be in the UFC right now, 21 years old. And Demopolis throwing up that guard again. Nice hammer fist there from McKenna on the top. Body head. And Demopoulos still plenty of time to pull off a submission. Oh, look at the heel into the eye there. And she's not actually jabbing her. And it wasn't purposeful. So there's really nothing illegal about that. That's got to be extremely painful. Demopoulos just, kind of scrubbed the heel against the eye of McKenna there. She's working on that armbar, but McKenna's turning the right direction. She's turning the right direction into it. Yeah, Demopoulos, she's pretty much doing everything she can, I think, but McKenna's defending a purpose perfectly. And if she escapes, she's going to start landing some brutal ground and pound because Demopoulos is not going to be in a very good position. Right snake, definitely worth it. And, Demopoulos turns it over. She's been working for the whole time. She's got the arm. I heard a scream. Oh, and she gets out. And McKenna with the pops. I thought Demopoulos might have it. And a 1-2 from Demopoulos. 1-2 from McKenna. Almost floors her again. And these women are fighting for that contract. Talk about a prize fighter. Huge right hand from McKenna at the end. Another big right hand. Get both these girls a contract. Wow. Wow, there's no loser there. I agree with you. We said it, I think, at the same time, Michael. Give them both a contract. Wow. That's a fight of the night on a lot of actual fight night cards. Much less a contender card. Wow. Yeah, that's worth the price of admission. What's up, Seven? Good to see you, sir. Did you just see that fight? That was incredible. All right, Seven's in the house. Let's start some trivia. We haven't had any trivia yet. Everybody, refresh your browsers in 3, 2, 1. Contender Series on ESPN Plus, Torn. Saw the third round. That was beautiful, right? Beautiful. All right, guys. Next trivia question. This gentleman, obviously back some decades ago, African-American boxer, walked up and called a taxi. And the taxi, he pulls him over. He pulls the taxi over, and the taxi driver pulls over and says, I can't drive black men. It's a very racist time in the country, and says, I can't drive a black guy. At the time, and he may have even said it meaner at the time, who knows? I don't want to know if he did. So what this guy said or did was he throws the guy in the back of the taxi cab, drives himself to his destination. The taxi driver asks him, says, where's my fare? He says, you don't get any. He grabs his bag. He says, you don't get any fare. I drove myself and left. Though this started later. Oh, yeah. Not Roy Jones Jr., no. Quite a bit back further. That fight had the bangers and mash. Oh, that was a great fight, man. That was a great fight. That was definitely the best fight on Dana White Contender Series this year. And we had a great flyweight battle last week. Mike Tyson or Ali or Frazier. Torrin Brown picking 3 at a time here. No, it's none of them. I'll give it to you guys because you've had a chance to Google it by now. Was Jack Johnson. And they're actually making a documentary, a miniseries on HBO on the first black heavyweight champion ever, Jack Johnson. He was a very interesting guy. Couldn't remember his name, Search Angel. So many fighters, man. So many fighters and timelines and things. Yeah, it's hard to keep it all straight. 3-fight win streak. Cory McKenna moves to 5-1. I mean, how can you not give that girl a contract? And yeah, she was trying so hard to get that finish. And I mean, to be fair, there's been a couple cards in the UFC recently that, the only lackluster fight was the women's fight because she had some shallow divisions. So why not sign both of these girls? They're both very exciting, especially McKenna, 21 years old. My goodness. And, I think they both could beat several of the fighters in the UFC right now, though. Yeah, I could see Vanessa Demopoulos giving some girls some issues as well. And one of the biggest stars tonight, a bantamweight, Adrian Yanez, coming up next. All right, Brady, Huang, and Adrian Yanez coming up next. That bantamweight division is popping right now. Peter Yan looked incredible in his last bout against Jose Aldo. Henry Cejudo keeps talking smack in retirement. And then, of course, you got TJ Dillashaw coming off suspension in just months from now. Brady Young, 11-1. Adrian Yanez, 13-3, coming up next. UFC 4 down. Oh, Jack Johnson was about 20 years before Raleigh. Thank you, Jack Johnson. Yeah. UFC 4 downloading now. Can't wait. Yep, you have to have EA access to play right now, though, until the 14th. Yeah, you get 10 hours of access. I got easy access, but for Fight Night Champion. Nice. Jack Johnson was fighting someone barefoot in the ring. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he fought when they would fight 25, 30 rounds. Wow, and it's obviously, it's heart-wrenching, these stories of all these, these fighters that have lost, a major family member like a mother or father. Like this gentleman lost his father early in life, stage 4 stomach cancer. I mean, I guess you gotta decide what do you want to do. Like Buster Douglas on that night with Mike Tyson, inspired by the death of a parent as well. And that's Adrian Yanez tonight. Brady Huang 11-0 or 11-1, excuse me. 6 knockouts. And this guy's being widely overlooked. Adrian Yanez, a big favorite tonight. Jack Johnson died, and then 20 years later, an 18-year-old Muhammad Ali debuts. Nice. Fight night of the best. I had a 3-year winning streak once. Jesus. That is crazy. Buster Douglas beat the crap out of Mike Tyson. Yup. Of course, Tyson did floor him once. For Buster, though, it was lucky. It was at the end of a round. And Tyson didn't have a chance to jump on him. Douglas was able to recover. We overlooked that. Yep, yeah, that uppercut. And Tyson, was looking very lackluster that night. But, yeah, pulls out that uppercut, digs down. Douglas is barely able to get up. But it's at the end of the round. And, kind of everything had to go right for Buster Douglas that night, though, and it did. All right, I'm going to take one more quick break. I will be right back. All right, in my mind, who's my top 5 greatest boxers, Torn? That is a tough one. But I can tell you, in no particular order, maybe Henry Armstrong is in there, Sugar Ray Robinson, and those guys from a time where, people talk about rematches or this trilogy we're going to be fighting on Saturday. They fought the good fighters. Like, he fought Jake LaMotta, Raging Bull, I want to say like 9 times or something ridiculous like that. Sugar Ray Robinson, hundreds of fights. So Henry Armstrong, Sugar Ray Robinson, you got to have Muhammad Ali in there. One of the best to ever do it. The fact that he's undefeated and beat so many good guys, I got to put Floyd Mayweather in that group. And then number 5 for me gets real hard because I really thought Roy Jones Jr. was going to be one of the greatest of all time. And then he kind of had 2 different careers. I think he retires after he defeats John Ruiz for the heavyweight champion. He's probably there, but then he comes back and loses to Antonio Tarver. Brady Huang, 1 year older, 27 years old, 2 inches taller at 5'9". But Adrian Yanez, 1 inch reach advantage. Jason Herzog is the referee. So I'm going to go with Marvelous Marvin Hagler for my number 5. Nice low leg kick there from Gray. Oh, nice one too from Huang. Huang in the gray, Yanez in the blue. I mean, I pick Yanez in this, but I tell you, I think Huang is very, very underrated. Floyd is great. Oh, I want a timeline of the last 100 years with all the greatest fighters in it. 20-foot long. Oh, wow! Big shots. Oh, yeah, it's over! Adrian Yanez having a party on Brady Young's face here. Wow. He didn't look like he was fighting. He looked like he was playing Mario Party, like when you're trying to hit all the, or like when you're trying to hit all the little things that pop up when you're a kid at Chuck E. Cheese. Look at this. Boom! Counter right hand, left hook right on the chin. Right hand again. He says, you want some more? Right, left, right on the chin. Right on the temple. Pinpoint accuracy from Adrian Yanez. Yeah, it was just 5 big punches, but these are all vital spots. All chin and temple. And let's do it in real time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. That is some fast hands. Adrian Yanez. He could be a problem for some guys in the UFC. Wow. No argument from Adrian Yanez. He was out of it. Wow. I don't think there's any question that man's getting a contract. Yeah, well, gotta finish my beer already. Torrin Brown's got 5 greatest: Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Marvin Hagler, Bernard Hopkins, Roberto Duran. I like them. I like all those. Gotta watch Floyd, Pretty Boy Jr., and Emmanuel Drunken Master Augustus. Chin was hanging out way in space. Sent it into orbit. Yep. Top 5 greatest MMA fighters. Oh, you got a much earlier sport now. Yeah, boxing MMA timeline poster, black and white, and then color. You get all the Pride UFC fighters. Talking like huge posters, gym size. That would be incredible, Archangel. Top. And Andrew Yanez says, help me quit my day job. That was me on part-time. Sign that kid. Sign him now. Don't make him wait. Grab that pin. Man. If you don't sign him, I guarantee you somebody else is gonna. That was insane. What's up, Multi-Speedo? Good to see you. You just missed an incredible knockout, man. But, I'm sure there's great fights to come, though. And if you are not able to see that, I am posting this to my Twitter right now. Wow, great fight there. Like I said, though, great fight so far, and we still got 2 left to go. Just one fight, I'm sorry. Joseph Pyfer versus Dustin Stoltzfus. Thanks everybody for tuning in on a Tuesday night. I know maybe it's hard to remember Dana White Contender Series, but remember every Tuesday night for the next 8 weeks after this. And definitely, I know you won't forget UFC 252 this Saturday. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic 3. Wow, and an incredibly emotional Adrian Yanez was trying to keep it together, but wow, thinking about his late father and breaking down here. Wow, and there he just says, I'm doing this as a part-time job. Want to do this as a full-time job. Wow. Paul Felder is one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time. So who caught and who's fighting? Oh, who fought? Wow. Wow. Last fight was Adrian Yanez and Brady Huang. Adrian Yanez with the fastest knockout in Dana White Contender Series history. 39 seconds. Dustin Stoltzfus, 12-1, 9-fight win streak coming up next. Wow, that was emotional though. Adrian Yanez says he wants to take that contract to his father's grave. Joe Pyfer, 7-1. And then you go Peter Sabata, familiar face from the UFC. Vouching for Stoltzfus, his training partner. Watch Nassim versus Kevin Kelly. It's just time goes by. Fighters get forgotten. Oh, those guys were so good, man. Yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard. Kevin Kelly was incredible. Yeah, that's one that we forget about. Good one to throw out there, Angel. Some counters and a top boy for a while. Yep, different era. Greatest NBA players: Jordan, Bryant, Duncan, Johnson, Larry Bird, Rodman, Pippen, Shaquille O'Neal's torn, huh? In boxing, it seems like they definitely were. I think a lot of the good... I was thinking about this today, actually, and I think a lot of the good boxers growing up, actually, after the 90s, after UFC came out, especially beginning of the 2000s, started training for mixed martial arts, whether they made it or not. So, I think people forget about the greatness of Rocky Marciano. That's one guy that I thought about for that top 5. He's right there, 49-0. And Joseph Pyfer versus Dustin Stoltzfus coming up next, guys. And odds on this one: Joseph Pyfer, a plus 190. Dustin Stoltzfus open up a minus 270. So Justin, a decently big favorite here, but Joseph Pyfer could definitely pull this out. And damn, look at him swinging that hammer. Wow, that creates some power. Oh, Ray Blanket says, I took Pyfer plus 210. He could definitely pull it out, though. Yeah, remember Jake LaMotta? I was talking about him, fighting against Sugar Ray Robinson many, many times. Watch a bit of Nassim and Kevin Jelly quickly. Back in a bit. What's up, Boxing Made History? We'll be back on the channel and the big boys are back. I hear you, sir. Tiptoeing through the Tulies. Well, good to see you, sir. Yep, Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier. Just 4 days away. I got Pyfer personally. Hey, Oscar was very good at one time. You know, I mean, he had some great victories. What do you think about the comment Gaethje made about Khabib saying he has a bunch of yes men around him? Honestly, I missed it. I didn't realize that Gaethje had said anything negative about Khabib, honestly. That seems kind of out of character for both of those guys without being provoked. But yeah, I'll have to listen to it. I can't comment on it yet. Taking all the fun out of the job. It's true, it's a good angle to attack from. Does Khabib need yes men? No, I don't think so. Joe Body Bags Pyfer. That's like an old school style nickname. Body Bags. Was that all Ali tweeting for Gaethje? I wonder. Remember? Yep, Irish Mickey Ward and Arturo Gotti. One of the greatest trilogies ever. You want to know who's... And some of this is his own doing, but one of the most underappreciated fighters ever was Riddick Bowe. Won 2 out of 3 against Holyfield. You know, one of the greatest trilogies in boxing history. Had some other good wins in there. Yep, Gotti. Was it Mickey Ward? No, Mickey Ward was not a crackhead. Not as far as I ever know. Khabib just has the boogeyman aura around him. And yes, the 18 dudes that follow him like Jesus Christ has something to do with it. Since Khabib's dad has died, Khabib's days are numbered. We will see. Mickey Ward, that guy. Oh, yeah, he's great. Now is the time to strike. Take down the eagle. All is fair in love and war. I love the quotes here, Archangel. Eric Morales and Antonio Bandera and, Marco Antonio Barrera. Yes, great trilogy. Joe Pyfer, 4 first-round finishes, 4 wins by knockout. Former Art of War and ROC middleweight champion. Art of War. That is a great name for a promotion. Great book and a great name for a promotion. Think Khabib will smash Gaethje for his dad's honor. That's a good possibility too. Chris Jackson says, I agree with this. All right, guys, last fight coming out. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Make sure you don't forget to hit that thumbs up button before we're off. Here comes Dustin Stoltzfus out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, making his way to the cage. Been in Germany for the last 8 years. Think Gaethje will flash KO Khabib. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, though. And like Michael Polly says, share this with a friend. I know everybody in here, I think, is subscribed. Share it with a friend. If you can help me out over there on Twitter, if you are on Twitter, just Seattle Mike at Fights W Friends. Over there, thanks to Michael Polly, Fights W Friends. Starting to get a pretty good following over there, too. Dustin Stoltzfus, 9-fight win streak, 5 wins by submission, 4 first-round finishes. Pyfer, let's go, says Ray Blanket. This is another tough one to call. I'm going to take Stoltzfus. Saw the original documentary about Lowell on HBO. Mike, did you post them highlights? I did post one, yes. All right, Dustin Stoltzfus, 5 years older than Joe Pyfer at 28 years old. Pyfer 2 inches taller at 6'2", and a 3-inch reach advantage at 75 inches. Here we go. Boom! They're not messing around here. They're getting it on because it's already 7 o'clock. Joe Pyfer. Dustin Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus going with the big leg kick here. This could be over very quickly, though. Nice left hand there from Pyfer. And Stoltzfus got hammers for fists. Nice inside leg kick there for Pyfer. Throwing the jab out there. These guys a little more respect for each other. Nice little combination there from Pyfer. And the low leg kick from Stoltzfus. So even but Joe Pyfer is more powerful but younger. Oh, straight right there from Pyfer. Stoltzfus with the nice leg. Oh, big leg kicks there from Pyfer. Spinning back fist attempt there from Pyfer. And Pyfer looking to cut the cage off. Good job from Stoltzfus. Catches the kick and lands like one of his own. Wow, Pyfer's got some brutal leg kicks, and Stoltzfus answers. Oh, and the big left hook to the body there from Pyfer. Look at the swelling already on the front leg of Stoltzfus. That's a big red mark. Right on the calf. Oh, nice leg kick there from Stoltzfus. And a jab leg kick combo. Oh, another big left hook from Pyfer. Kind of reminds me of somebody. 1-2 there from Pyfer. Remember the hooks to the body that Stipe Miocic landed. Nice 1-2 from Pyfer against Cormier. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic just 4 days away. Superman punch and an inside leg kick lands for Stoltzfus. And a whipping leg kick. Wow, great start to this fight. Nice body kick from Pyfer. Effective feint there from Stoltzfus. Don't know them. Hope it's a great fight. Yes, it was. Oh, and Pyfer coming in for the single leg slam. Stoltzfus straight in to side control. Ends up moving to half guard. He was trying to jump to mount. Yep, and Stoltzfus easily pulls full guard. Pyfer getting a little impatient there, maybe. Yeah, that was a quick takedown. Pyfer body type is ideal for this weight class. Yeah, a lot of guys do well with it. Oh, Stoltzfus trying to throw that high guard up there, but Pyfer having a great first round. Oh, nice elbow there from Pyfer. Elbow from the bottom from Stoltzfus, but coming down to the last minute of the round. Elbows, babies, Michael Paul. Yep. Oh, look at the heel hook attempt here from Stoltzfus. Pyfer doing the right thing. He's got to step over. Oh, there we go, and step out of it. Did the right thing there. Oh, and Stoltzfus picks him up with the big slam. Oh, wow. Wow. Pyfer looked like he was winning this first round. Stoltzfus came in to pick Pyfer up for a power slam and looks like he ripped his shoulder right out of the socket. Looks like he dislocated his elbow. Let's watch the replay here. I don't think they would let this go. You go back, you look at Stoltzfus going for the heel hook there. And there Stoltzfus picks him up. Oh, and he puts his hand down. He puts his hand down, and that is, you do not want to do that to brace that kind of fall. You learn that in grappling and wrestling and judo. When you fall in real life, don't put your hand down. Unfortunately, it feels like the right thing to do. Don't put your hand down. Hopefully you fall on your lat. Ouch. Tough night for Joseph Pyfer. Looked good. I think he was winning the first round, and damn. Oh, this arm, yeah. Blew his thumb out. Was way off. If this ends the fight, wow, he fell on his arm. Yep, fell on his arm. Guys, don't go anywhere because we are still awaiting the contracts. Let's see who gets contracts, and then let's talk some shop. Talk about UFC 252. Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier coming up. 4 minutes, 21 seconds of the first round. Dustin Stoltzfus. Wow. 4:21 TKO by injury. So I don't know what that's going to do as far as his contract. It'll be interesting to see if Dana White brings him back, if he brings Pyfer back as well. No, that is just a horrible way to brace your fall. You can't do that. You can't do. Oh, it's hard to watch. Ouch. Oh, and Dana White cringing from that. Ow. Yeah, Pyfer was winning. I mean, it's the first round, but yes, he was winning. His elbow bends the opposite way. Yup. Yep, some of the women fighters a lot more flexible. Maybe they could do that. Yeah, most guys, no, you can't bend your elbow like that. And great performance while it lasted. Dustin Stoltzfus broke out of, that position, was going for a heel hook, and it had just landed a big slam, was starting to turn the fight around. Yeah, I think Pyfer was winning, Michael. Dustin says is a slow starter. 13-1 on a 10-fight win streak, though, and we'll see if it's enough to get that golden ticket. Wow. Yeah, and Stoltzfus not real happy about what happened. He doesn't even seem real happy about the win. I know he's pretty, it just tells you, it seems like he's probably a pretty good guy because he's just really worried about Joseph Pyfer, doesn't like the fact that he, he dislocated Joseph's shoulder. Damn, man. Great throw there. All right, what's the contracts tonight, guys? If you were giving out the contracts, Michael Paul, if you were Dana White. Am I freezing? Am I freezing, Snake? I'm guessing that's what that is. Let him get in. DC wins, retires, and Nagano versus Jones for a vacant belt. Well, I like to see it the other way as Stipe win, but I would like to see Jones versus Francis for the belt. That was a monster throw, yes. Yeah, I say let him get in. You know, three guys got contracts last week. Yeah, 4 back there right now. 1 more on his way. Dustin Stoltzfus. I have a hard time thinking Adrian Yanez doesn't make it. I mean, such a quick finish. But the 2 women tonight, yep, I agree. Identical. Great night of fights, absolutely. Yeah, there's some people sleeping on DWCS, but the smart ones are here. All right, let's throw a trivia question out while we're waiting. Just so somebody gets a trivia question tonight. All right, everybody, refresh your browsers. And 3, 2, 1. All right, before Mike Tyson made the fight with Roy Jones Jr. that we've seen signed now, Bare Knuckle Boxing made an offer to him. How much did Bare Knuckle Boxing offer him for 1 fight? And basically said he could pick his opponent, anybody on the roster. How much did Bare Knuckle Boxing offer Mike Tyson for the fight? And it was rumored that it was going to be Vanderlei Silva there for a while. Virtually identical, gets it, 20 million. Like the Apex for real fights too. Yep, 20 million. PBR streaking 120. They should have been 120. Now, Apex Cage is every wrestler's advantage to an extent. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about that small cage for UFC 252. That reminds me. And Michael Pauly getting it tonight. All right, let's throw next trivia question out there. Bare Knuckle has that kind of money. I know. That's not surprising. I think Tyson would murder the ex-murderer and Bare Knuckle, in my opinion. I agree. Depends on popularity, yeah. Yeah, I guess they thinking they're going to make it. That they would make it right away. I don't know. All right, next trivia question. Lennox Lewis claimed to be distracted filming a movie before getting knocked out by this man in the 4th round. Lennox Lewis was filming, I believe it was Ocean's 11, and he came in, said he was distracted, got knocked out in the 4th round, lost this championship. Who was it? Who knocked out Lennox Lewis in the 4th round? A huge upset. Hasim Rockman. You are correct. Chris Jackson gets it. All right, and tonight's trivia winner will get an entry. It's a whole trivia night, so 3 entries actually. I said the 3 entries to win EA UFC 4. for PlayStation or Xbox. Or a $50 Amazon gift card if you don't have those systems. Yeah, it's very close though. Hasim Rockman, yeah. What's up, Tom Brown? I have true 3 million. All right, let me get a few more out here real quick, Torin. All right, guys. This fighter recently said he plays music in his head and switched genres by what music is playing in his head. Said he'll listen to like some Latin dancing, then he'll listen to like some hip hop and different things like that. And he said that dance and tempo is what makes him unpredictable. Take the gift card regardless. All right, man. 3 mil, I'll do it. Yeah, I'd fight Mike Tyson for 3 million. It's like, come on, it's $3 million. Arch identical. O'Malley? Nope, not O'Malley. It was on Joe Rogan, actually. They talked about it. Can we do shoulder strikes and elbows and bare knuckle? Shit, I don't know. Pretty sure you can do it. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just boxing. I think it's just bare knuckle boxing. Sterling, nope. All right. Everybody's had enough time to Google it. I'm going to give it up. It was Justin Gaethje, because here comes Dana White coming down with a handful of contracts and a pin. Who's getting a contract? He's got a smile on his face. He says this one is a tough one tonight. And Dana White says, make me not say no to you. I love finishes. Impa, the way Dana's talking, doesn't look like he's going to get a contract. I want to say it was Gaethje, yep. All guesses. It's time. Here we go. Oh, and he says, welcome to the UFC. I didn't think he was going to give him the contract. Impa in the UFC. And TJ Laramie says, I love Savages. I love this kid. And TJ Laramie in the UFC. And now Cory McKenna. 21 years old. What a fight. And he's talking about sportsbook. Cory McKenna said she was a big underdog. She was a pretty big underdog. This is my only reservation. She's super young. Oh, he said 20 years old. Dennis says, I'm on the fence with her. She's young. Needs a lot of work. But he says, I'm going to give her a shot. Gives her the contract. I love the suspense there from Dana. Let me know when I can get my trivia. All right. Right after these. And Adrian, Yanez, no-brainer. He says, yeah, you're in. All right, it's Dustin Stoltzfus down to the last one here. We might end up with 5 contracts tonight. (13-1). And he is in. Dustin Stoltzfus. Wow. So there you go. So, Impa, Kasanganay, TJ Laramie, Cory, McKenna, Adrian, Yanez, and Dustin Stoltzfus. 5 nights tonight. 5 contracts. I love it. And Dana White says, I was on vacation, so I'm in a good mood. 3rd time ever. I've seen 5 guys get the contracts, but I can't argue with any of them. The only one I was really on the fence on was I wasn't sure if he was going to give it to Impa or not. Wow, and Impa will be fighting in 11 days? They already gave him a fight? Wow. They've already given him a fight. They already cut him a fight. Impa's fighting in 11 days. Wow. Oh, that sucks. Where should I go? Wow. So he's already fighting August 22nd. Impa, Kasanganay. Man, incredible night. Great build-up for the big show, for the big pay-per-view show. Of course, UFC 252. That's going to be this Saturday. The trilogy, guys. Daniel Cormier and Stipe Miocic finally getting it on. I can't believe he's got a fight already. Impa's fighting in 11 days. So that is so insane. That is so insane. TJ Laramie being interviewed in the back. Of course, got the contract. Damn. So every winner got a contract. That sounds fishy. Well, I'm up to, all right, have a good night. Have a good night. Michael Pauly, we're going to talk UFC 252. Miocic, Cormier. Kaboom. And there we go. TJ Laramie, the highest promoted fighter in Canada right now. Not really surprised that he got in there. Like they'd said, Michael Pauly, it had happened 2 other times. All right, and here in just a minute, we're going to bring up Miocic versus Cormier 3, Sean O'Malley, Marlon Vera. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go, guys. Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. Junior Dos Santos taking on Jairzinho Rozenstruik. John Dodson returns. One of the hardest hitting featherweights ever. Now in the bantamweight division, taking on Morab Valishvili. Magomed Ankilov taking on Ian Kudalaba. That's the start of the main card. I believe that's the first main card fight. Stipe versus DC is like Rumble in the Jungle. I like the comparison, Archangel. Jim Miller taking on Vink Pichel. Ashley Yoder, good to see her back, taking on Lavina Souza. And then Felice, I'm not sure who this, Chris Dawkins, Parker Porter, not sure, they don't have pictures, welterweight. Felice, a lot of fights on this. Felice Herrig and Virna Jandaroba, Herbert Burns returning. Both these guys, I believe, are Dana White Contender Series veterans. I know Herbert is. I think Pineda is too. Daniel Pineda. And then TJ Brown and Danny Chavez. How many fights is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. 11. So that's normal. And look, tonight, I'm going to start. Well, I've already put up a poll for Junior Dos Santos and Jairzinho Rosenstruck. Right after this, I'm going to put up the poll for Sean O'Malley and Marlon Vera. And then keep looking. We'll put up the poll for Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier here soon. We'll break back to the camera. Again, great night here on Dana White Contender Series, everybody. Welcome to the jungle. I think Paige is leaving. Hasn't done well, but made a lot of fans. Yeah, she's already signed with Bellator, I think. Or no, she signed with, somebody said she signed with Bare Knuckle Boxing. I don't know if that's true. John Dodson has always been a bantamweight Mike. Never fought, no, not featherweight, flyweight. Did I say featherweight? Daniel Pineda is returning UFC fighter. He came from the Ultimate Fighter series. Thank you, Torrin Brown. I knew Herbert Burns was from DWCS. I wasn't sure about Pineda. Haha, no way, bare knuckle. I think that might have been a wild rumor. Saturday will be wild in here. I'm planning on it, Snake. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I got to work early in the morning. But guys, as always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses Saturday for UFC 252 DC versus Stipe 3.